Good morning, everybody. What's poppin'? East New York's finest, hosted by Mike. I'm tired, but I feel good today. Excuse me one second. So, the last couple days, I've been running around doing a million things. I was actually on my motorcycle. Let me see. Today is I think Tuesday. I was on my bike for about an hour. One thing I love about them Jixers, man. I haven't rode that bike in probably 4 or 5 months. I think I did turn it over a couple times because I think around Thanksgiving, my one of my greatest friends, Troy Morgan, and his wife came. Was it? I forgot. Whatever. But anyway, he came through and turned the bike on for a little while because he loves bikes and stuff as well. He also rides. And but anyway, turned the key and the bike came right on. Warmed it up, and went for a little ride. And the funny thing is, me opening my legs that wide to get on a bike, it wasn't that great, but it wasn't as bad as I thought. But once I got on the bike, I felt like it helped compress the wound. I mean, it felt great. Not only I'm not gonna even try to sound funny. Not only the vibration, I feel like the vibration was like a massage down there. I mean, it fucking felt phenomenal. I'm not gonna lie. It was like because I guess the way the bikes and the cushion is made, it was like a really good suppression. Like I can't explain it, but it was fucking like heaven, man. And when I got off, it hurted a little bit for like a day after, but it's healing great. But anyway. This video is just about nothing. Just, giving you guys updates on my G.I. Joes and what I plan on doing. I did take some of my robots kind of stuff down because I really want to keep more recognizable stuff that I really know. I was just getting so much different vintage robotic stuff. I just had it up here. But, I really need to discipline myself to make sure I start getting all this other stuff because my plans is to try to buy other shit, not toy related, but I have some plans. I don't want like they say, I the hell, his arm fell off. How the hell did that happen? But anyway, I'm more of a think things in existence, not talk it into it. Just like I was always raised, never let the left hand know what the right hand is dealing. And it's never a good idea for any man or anybody to showboat. So to avoid all that, it is what it is. But I am gonna keep like a lot of the Chikogan and and Voltron type robots. I do have a lot of the Panache. It's not that. I mean, it's a nice amount, but it's not a huge collection. Ironically, about 2 or 3 years ago, I did have the Panache Castle of Lions. When I got rid of it, it was like, nobody really wanted it. Nobody really wanted the Panache stuff. Now all of a sudden, the Panache is like, it's going for some money now, which is ironic. And like I said, when I went to that dude on I forgot his store. I forgot both of the stores. You got Mike who does Whatnots on Mondays. Well, I brought some G.I. Joe stuff down at the New Egypt Flea Market, and he has a store there. He normally does deal with G.I. Joe, Marvel Legends, some comics, things of that nature. His boy, who has the other store, he does everything else but what his friend does. So I think that's actually smart that they both sell vintage and a lot of different stuff, and it's like they both don't compete with each other. So I'm guessing whatever one finds, the other one will either trade or sell to that individual, and I think everybody else in that whole dwelling, in that whole market, will probably sell stuff to both of them. That's why even when I was walking around, I looked in some shops and I was like, okay, they're not gonna really have any toys, and if they do, they're gonna sell it to these two to get quick money and da da da. So I didn't waste my time everywhere, but I did check about five or six stores. And that's when I came to that conclusion that I ain't gonna find nothing else. It'd be funny if somebody else did have shit. And I know I've had people ask me questions before about the Snake Eyes sword. So this Snake Eyes, where is it? Helmet right here is signed by Larry Ham. Oh, what the hell? My computer doing a thumbs up. That's weird. Oh shit! Look at that. That must be the Apple IA. That is dope. Do it again. Thumbs up. It did it twice. Now it's not doing it no more. This is crazy. It shit just came up. That's dope. But anyway, oh there it is. Oh, that's hot. Oh man. But yeah, you know, you got that snake eyes mask there. Then you got the bust. Right. Well, you guys, there it is, right there. And the bust is, who the hell is the bust signed by? I think the bust is signed by Larry Hama. And I wouldn't get that signed by Ray Park because that's the comic slash toy and TV show version of Snake Eyes. This one here is the one signed by Ray Park and Larry Hama. And the sword is also signed by both. So it's signed by Larry Hama and Ray Park. And yeah. And then, you know, and then I got some G.I. Joes there. Fam Alex, he does his own thing. I'm not going to go into details because it's not my business to say. But he hooked me up with my favorite G.I. Joe of all time, which is Outback. I like Outback and then Chuckles. Then Roadblock. Then Duke. Then I like Beachhead. And, of course, Gung Ho. You know, like, I mean, everybody got their top 5, then their top 10. I just mentioned, like, my closest to top 5. But, you know, Outback is the one. And I have both. I have the original and I have the Tiger Force, which is ironic because I still need the Tiger Force G.I. Joe version of him. I mean, I should have brought it years ago when my boy Dave brought some stuff from this dude. His boy sells down in Columbus. And he did have a Tiger Force Outback, and he wanted, I think, $300, and I offered him $250. He wouldn't take it. I should have taken it then. But I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know prices were that crazy. And he had a couple of Steel Brigades, and I think my boy Dave brought one from him. I forgot where I got mine from, but I brought it for Dave, and he gave me the money later. And let me see, I think he got the one with the patch. Now they're like ridiculously priced. Now dudes want like $400 or $500 for Outback, so I definitely should have brought it from him. But he did sort of have brought it out to me a couple of times, and he was teasing me, and I just went off on him. I don't like bullshit and shit like that, so I don't mess with him at all anymore. We just start saying hi to each other. Well, really me, because he would say hi, but he knew I was pissed off. I don't like that shit. But anyhow, whatever. But I do gotta pick that up. So there's 2 definites I gotta get my hands on. I still gotta get my hands. Yes, you heard it a million times. On the Hot Toys Count Dooku Star Wars figure. I'm just, you know, I really want to be around $350 for it, because I know as soon as I buy it, sooner or later the price is gonna drop on him. Maybe it might go more. Maybe they might make another Christopher Lee ass Count Dooku. I don't know, but that is a fucking beautiful piece. The way they did the boots, the outfit, he looks so elegant and exquisite, but at the same time, like, just like he ain't nothing to play with. Like, Christopher Lee does have that face. I mean, I grew up watching him in Dracula and shit like that, and I just love his whole demeanor. I love the stature, the facial expressions. I like his politeness and veracity in both movies. And he's like a Sith Lord that I really didn't like. I didn't really like the way he died, like the way Anakin got him, because, you know, the Emperor started seducing him, and he just had anger when he killed him. And I mean, you know, but anyway, Count Dooku's the man, and of course the Tiger Force Outback. That's, you know, that's a piece I should have been got my hands on, and now I could have got my hands on one on Whatnot, but the guy wouldn't budge on the price. And, you know, I mean, hey, you know, it's your stuff, and, you know, I get it. But yeah, so I'm all over the place with that, but I need to figure out what I'm gonna do. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do here, because I do have because they all came together. I had the 6 3-0 Power Rangers. There was another company that made them as well, and I was gonna get them. But when I looked on For some reason, I was looking around. I looked on YouTube, and they were coming out with the licensed versions. Now, I have kit bashed eons ago with 1/6 scale figures, but I'm more of a, unless a company's not going to make it, I'm more of a, I'd rather spend my money on a licensed piece than a unlicensed. Unless the price is crackhead, I can't, I can't pass it up price. But I have the, I somewhere in the future, if I do come across if I do Count Dooku, if I do come across Lord Draken, I'd probably pick it up because I actually have the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. I know I got something with him in it. I think a picture or something like that. And I was gonna sell it because it's also signed by him. And I was like, I was very upset because I've done security and I spent time with JDF, and I'm a very private person when it comes to somebody else's privacy and stuff. So I never really spoke on stuff we spoke about. I mean, he had my number, I had his. We would FaceTime each other, and he's a really good guy. And Jason David Frank, like, I don't like talking ill about people, so I'm not going to do that. But he was a lot of people's inspiration. He knew that because I stood right next to him, guarding him while people came up and gave him their stories. And I felt it was like a lot of hypocrisy on how he went out. I mean, I guess everybody has their moments. I don't know, but I felt very hurt, embarrassed, pissed off, and violated the fact that he did what he did to himself. I mean, it was crazy. So I got rid of a lot of my stuff because there's a lot of things I don't support. I don't give a fuck who I know or whatever. I don't support sexual predators. I don't support child molestations. I don't support suicide. I mean, there's a lot of things that I personally don't support, and if I have things of that nature or of that individual and I have a strong thought on it, I rather get rid of stuff than because it's like, I mean, everybody, to each his own. Sometimes, it's the legacy of the person. I get it, but there's just certain things that I have my own stigma with when it comes to stuff like that. So I did feel a certain way because I felt, we weren't close friends, but we've spoken enough to where he should have known that he could have called me for anything, because we've had conversations about a lot of shit, like when he was having issues with Sony. And I actually did mention to him some things about, well, you know how companies are when they're, doing stuff they don't want nobody to know, this, that, and the third. And he was listening, and then he was having issues with, like he was telling me, it's just a lot of stuff. And that's how he lost Bloodshot. He lost the role of Bloodshot, and it went to Vin Diesel because he fucked up. He fucked up with Sony, and and he knew better because he's in show business, and but it is what it is. And I don't really know what was his downfall on what happened. I know he had someone else in his family that did what he did. So sometimes suicide, they do say that it's hereditary. I know he lost his mom to cancer a couple of years before, so he was still dealing with that. You know what I mean? But I figured out, I don't know, man. But I don't know, whatever, man. You know what I mean? So I don't really want to put his business out there and all that shit. But it's just crazy, man. I know him enough to where we've had conversations on the phones. I mean, hell, even to the point where he was at other conventions that I couldn't make it with him in other states, and he actually, FaceTime me and be like, "Hey, Mike, there's a guy here that looks like Mr. T, but you're the best." And he would actually FaceTime me and show me the guy and show the guy me. I mean, it was hilarious. Like, we've had that relationship and rapport. So I felt, I guess when people are not in their rational mind, they don't really. Sometimes people just don't want to be helped or want to be reached or don't want to reach out. Some people just, they're really about it, and he definitely went through it, man. I mean, I'm still hurt, especially around Thanksgiving. For the last 2 years, I really felt it because the year before last, he took his life around that time, and this year, this Thanksgiving of 24, I really felt it. And it feels funny to me because my brother passed away in 2021 around April. So I know how precious life is. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've had my moments where I felt certain ways about stuff. But, dude, like, it's very selfish because it's like you leave a devastating background when you do stuff like that. And, sometimes people don't think when they're in that rational. I mean, when they're in that irrational thought. So anybody out there who feels certain ways, man, just get help, man. Get help, man. Try to talk to somebody, because they say most people that make threats, it's like a person, like the loudest person in the room, and the person that screams the loudest is the scariest, which I truly believe that. And that's why they say the quietest person is the more dangerous person, because you never know what their thoughts are. And I have to agree with that as well. Because in his case, man, he just went out and did what he did. I mean, it's crazy, man. I mean, wow. And now his wife is still doing what she's doing, and he's decomposing in the ground. So at the end of the day, yeah, what lesson did you teach people? I'll teach them, like, all you did was teach your children abandonment. And now when your kids go through shit, they may go ahead and take and or think of the same route you took. So sometimes you have to be mindful of the things you do. So I gravely appreciate and tell anybody out there, regardless of who you are, what you are, man, if you feeling certain things, man, go talk to somebody. Nothing is never that devastatingly bad to where you have to force your hand to take your last breath. Trust me. We all have a book that's going to shut on us. Everybody has a book that's going to shut. You're gonna, and unfortunately for us as the author, we never know when that book's gonna stop printing and stop writing and close forever. But at the same time, write as much as you can in it, because nothing is guaranteed in life but death. So don't force your hand and be selfish enough to take your own life, man. And before you think of taking others, also think of that, because when you take somebody else's life, there's always a higher guarantee, more than 90 to 97% chance that you're gonna get caught, and your life is basically gonna be over anyway. Because sometimes, is it really worth taking somebody's life? So sometimes you gotta think about things like that before you go ahead and do it, because we all sit back and think more than reacting on things, whether it's to harm ourselves or others. There's always not only a backlash, but there's always horrific consequences to that. So keep that in mind. Outside of moving away from that surreal shit. So I have, I thought I had over 50, but I have a little over 40 of the Black Major 3 3/4 G.I. Joes. And I put them all up. I mean, some of them I had to play around, and I had to use a knife to kind of chiv away at some of the peg on the G.I. Joe stands. I have to say, Black Major figures are garbage. I know a lot of people like them. They're made very shitty. I've held them, but I haven't really messed around with them. And I'm like, I know I'm not going to get my money back. I mean, I may or may not, because a lot of these guys, I think some of them, there's a couple I probably spent about $25 or $30 on, which is about $15 or more dollars too much. Some I think I paid somewhere around 10 or 15. I know I paid over 10 for each of them. The mass majority of all of them do have and come with weapons. Do they look nice from a distance? Yes. Closer you get on them, they do look okay. But when you go to pick them up and touch them, even the way they display, some of them display very horrible, because I don't know how he molded them, but some of them just don't. Mass majority of them just don't sit right on those stands. So will I ever buy another Black Major figure again? If they're around $5 or $10, and if I really, really like the way it looks, maybe. But I have just this one section where I have them, and I'm kind of comfortable with where they're at. And they're already almost crowded, because I think I counted 34 or 35. Somewhere between 34 and 36 yesterday. Then I took another 6 that I had behind my door in the other room that was hanging, and I put them over here with these guys. So I think if there was like 6 or more of them, so I probably have. I know I have over 40. Obviously, I definitely have over 40 of them now. I thought it was over 50. I brought more of the GI Joe stands. I just don't know where the hell they at right now. I put them somewhere because I got some more that came in the mail, and I have no idea where the hell they are. They're here somewhere. Just don't know where I put them. But yeah, I was very disappointed. As I was looking at them, cause like I have like there's a Superman one that comes with like a black Snake Eyes head. Then I got a couple of the Steel Brigade ones. And I have a Super Trooper, whatever the hell he is. He looks original, so he looks pretty cool. I have I think 4 of the Baronesses they did, like the Harley Quinn one, the Joker one. There's also, I think, a Batgirl version and a Supergirl version. Those are pretty cool. They all come with capes. I left the capes on them because I didn't want to play around with taking them off, just in case I messed them up. I have a brown and tan desert camo of a Cobra, I think a Cobra Trooper. Ollie Viper version of the Cobra Trooper. There's a Red Ninja. I mean, there's a lot of them. I mean, I got them all because they were cheap and they were unique. But again, yesterday when I was, trying to, put them all on stands, I had a lot of trouble with some. Some of them, like they come right off the stand because the hole, the foot peg hole, is kind of crappy. I mean, like I understand that they're GI Joe bootlegs, or they're basically custom kit bash versions of his stuff. I mean, will I go out there and spend money and track them down? No, definitely wouldn't. I've been stopped buying them. If I buy something that catches my eye and the price is good as it catches my eye, I'll buy it. I don't give a fuck, because you can't take money with you, man. And I rather enjoy it. I like the eye candy. This is my psychologist and psychiatrist's office. This is my psychiatrist right here. This stuff keeps me sane. And not only does it bring back memories, but I just love it. I am a huge military buff. I love the military. I love my military brothers and sisters. And my other room have like my 82 to 94 stuff. And this is a continuation of 96 to 06. So Eddie actually helped start the envelope with a couple of figures that we both thought was cool. And I was like, all right, fuck it. I'll take it. And, between him and fam Eric, they kind of helped me jump to this line. And I was always contemplating on doing like I did back in 2007. Because from 2007, late 2006 to 2008, I had virtually almost every Walmart, Target exclusive, Toys R Us exclusive, and regular 25th anniversary figure. Because at that time I was really ham into the one of the GI Joe lines, and I had a lot of regular GI Joes, and I used to display them, with the old with the new, 25th with their vintage. I sold all of that. This guy came from Vermont. At the time, we was living in Flatbush, in one of the houses in Flatbush. And this guy came from Vermont, and took him, I think, 2 or 3 hours. And skinny white dude. He came with his partner. They came in, I think, in a pickup truck. And this guy came to Flatbush. You know what I mean? And this guy was not playing. And that money I used introduced me to Hot Toys, because at the time, Mike and Chuck, who own Royal Collectibles, they had some Hot Toys, and back then Hot Toys were roughly around 70 to like over, just a little around or over $1. And this was, it wasn't 2008. Well, I don't know, whatever the fucking time it was. And I think the first thing I got was the Bat Tumbler, because at that time I got that, and I had all of the DC Direct 13-inch figures. I still think the DC Direct 13-inch DC figures are fucking awesome. I love the way they look. I mean, the figures themselves are kind of like. I mean, you know what? It's not bad. I mean, they still make better bodies. They still made better bodies than what you get in a lot of companies that make 1/6 scale bodies. I think the best 1/6 scale body in the game that I remember is definitely Phison. That's Phicen. I still think they made the best bodies. I think there's another company that emulates their bodies. I don't know because I haven't been into the what do you call it, the kit bashing game in a minute. And yeah, so yeah, the Black Major stuff not great. I mean, you know, on the average their figures are like what, $20-$25. Do I think they're worth it? It's all about eye candy, man. It's all about what you think it's worth at the end of the day. I mean, do I regret buying them? Yes. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat and lie. Yes, I do regret. I mean, some of them I probably would have kept more than others, but I just got real caught up on whatnot, and I was like, oh, this is cool, that's cool, and I just brought it. You know what I mean? I know the Star Brigade one, I brought that one by mistake because I thought that was original. I don't think I came on fast enough, or I wasn't paying attention when they ran it. And then I think Fam Alex and Eric was like, yo, you know that was a Black Major you brought, right? And I was like, I think I said I know or so. And then I was like, whatever, fuck it, who cares? And it was something like that. But you know, will I ever get my money back on these guys? Probably not. If there's 40 or 42 of them, you figure that's $420. I'm pretty sure I got closer to 5 or just over 500 in them, because like I said, there's some of them that I think I definitely paid over or around 30. Do I think any Black Major is worth that price? I don't know anything about the old Black Majors, but again, to the eye of the beholder, right? The more I play around with them and the more I looked at them yesterday, I was very, very frustrated with putting almost all of them on their stands, because some of them you had to really force, twist and push to make sure that the peg didn't break the foot. And even then, like a lot of them, I don't know what O-rings he used, but a lot of them, like the legs aren't loose, but they're almost like they all want to do like a little shitty bootleg sidekick type thing. They don't, a lot of them they lean too forward, almost like Michael Jackson's lean. So you gotta like position them a certain way just to have them stand upright. I mean, the quality is shit. The Black Major stuff, the quality is really shit. His ideas are pretty cool. Some of the paints that he used on the dies are okay. I mean, I know for a fact that if I got into this stuff, I would blow him out the box. It's not about competition. But to be honest, I could do a way better job. You know what I mean? And I'm new to this. But anything I do, come on, man. I draw too. So, I don't know much about making figures, but I'm pretty sure if I went out and brought molds and did plastics and inks and paints and all that, give me about 8 or 9 bodies, and I guarantee you by the 10th one, my shit would be looking crazy. That's no bullshit. But I don't do them. I mean, he's been doing it for a while, and people like his stuff. I like it, that's why I brought it. But I just kept buying them, and they all just been sitting on the floor over here for. Because a lot of these guys I started buying back in I think August and September. And yesterday was the 12th? And yesterday I started taking them out the plastics and writing on, basically every vehicle, every weapon and stuff for them is in this little box. As you see here, it says Black Major, Black Major. So, and the box is full. So, every weapon and stuff that I have for all 40, whatever of these guys, because I think there's like at least 4 or 5 figures, maybe even less, but I'd say roughly around 4 or 5 figures that didn't come with anything. Everything else does come with stuff, and like I said, the DC, the Baroness DC's, Joker, Harley Quinn, Supergirl, and Batgirl, they all come with this little plaque card, which it does look cool. And then I have one of the corporate bats that's like a Batman, blue, gray, and yellow. I got two of them. One also came with like a little plaque card or something too. And maybe another figure. I don't remember, but all their weapons and stuff, all their weapons and everything is in here. So I gotta find somewhere to put this. And again, you know, I get them and I'm like, okay, and I just put them down. I take them out the packaging. I mean, you know, out of the mailing packaging, and then they all just been sitting. I mean, you can't really see, but they all been sitting like on the floor around here where you can't really see. I mean, for again, since August and since August and September all the way to yesterday. Yesterday, I was like, you know what? Okay, I found a spot and I just put them all there, because I have more vehicles and stuff that I have to put and spread out all through here. And this shelf, this empty shelf right here, I'm actually contemplating on putting 25th anniversary all around. I don't know where I'm gonna put them, because I was actually contemplating on getting rid of my 3 3/4 Dukes of Hazzard stuff, along with the A-Team stuff. Some of that might shock you guys, because a lot of you guys know I'm a huge Mr. T fan, but I don't need that stuff. I was actually contemplating on maybe keeping the Michael Knight, and that's it. And then I was actually contemplating on just keeping the freaking Michael Knight and the 4-inch A-Team stuff, 5.5-inch A-Team stuff, because they have the right colors and stuff on them of the A-Team TV show versus the 3 3/4 ones don't. So I was like, well, maybe I'll get rid of those, and maybe I'll get rid of the whatchamacallits, and I'll put my 25th anniversary figures in this area. I haven't really sat back and contemplated on what I'm gonna do yet, because I do have the 25th anniversary stuff in this box, along with some 30th and 50th. Then you got this book here. This book, because I have those G.I. Joe books that I want to just start putting these figures and stuff in here. So, and you know, they all have like a little check box right next to them, along with some of these vehicles. And this is a book I need to start taking with me, so this way it can help me keep from second guessing vehicles and stuff that I need and or have. So I have to really go through this book, so this way I would know, because those other books that I normally travel with, I don't have any whatchamacallits for them. Like, they did a really good job on this book, and it's not like, this is a really dope book. Really, really nice. So, and I'm pretty sure I could do this in a way where I won't mess up anything. So, I mean, I've never even really looked at this book. That's why I'm like looking at it now. And it looks like some of these Joes. So you got Slipstream. So Slipstream, he needs that. And it's like sometimes I think I passed on vehicles because I thought the vehicles were more 25th and 50th anniversary. And it looks like they, I don't know. It says here G.I. Joe Murray Hydrofoil. Comes with Flint and Beachhead. But it doesn't give you a year, which I don't like. I mean, this is the first time I'm really looking at this book, and I really don't like that. It's like you can never find a book that's just like really good. So there's a lot, vehicles that I need. I need the Operation Crimson Sabotage. So there's an ASP and a Hiss. I'm guessing it comes together, and then you see this the Grizzly Tank, Night Force Grizzly Tank. I need that as well. And I passed up on both of these because I thought they both were the 25th stuff. There's a lot of vehicles. Same thing with this. I think there's 2 versions of this, which I have the off crimson color, and there's also a black one. I've seen this plenty of times. I thought it was 25th. Same thing with this down here. I've seen all this shit, and kind of embarrassed. That's called the ASP Transport. Then you got the Desert Humvee, which I don't think I have that one. Nope. Wait, no. Then you have the Night Adder. You have the Sky Sweeper. I think I have this. It comes in Airborne. So I think Airborne, right? Yeah, it's right there. So I do have that one. Then the Jungle Strike Humvee. I think I just picked that one up. Yep, I picked that one up from Mike over in New Egypt flea market. I'm about to say New Egypt Mall. Then there's there's so many vehicles and stuff here that I need. So yeah, I think in the next couple days I'm just gonna start going through this book. I don't like the fact that they don't have they do have the figures here, but they didn't give you the year, which I really think is stupid, because all this is doing is creating crazy work for me. But I'm pretty sure if I put an X or whatever next to these guys, it would actually help me walk around with this book. But the only problem with this book is it's extremely time consuming. I do have the Night Attack Chopper. I have that. I have this Cobra Cat 2. The remote control, I think I have that one, right? Comes with Beachhead. Yeah, I have that. This down here. Awe Striker. I think I have that as well. Okay. No, I don't. Oh, wait a minute. See what I'm saying? They're gonna fucking ask right there. That one vehicle that it comes to asp and the tank on the side. I had that shit sitting right there. Wow. See, this is why, because sometimes I forget that I have vehicles on card and stuff. So this is why I keep buying the same shit. I know I have the Split Fire. Yeah, it's right there. I have the Hover Strike. That's right there. I don't have the Snowcat. I swear I brought the Snowcat off of somebody. But it didn't. I think on Whatnot, but it didn't show that I had it. I don't know. The Cobra Ring Neck. No. Then you have the Sky Sweeper Jet, which I don't have. I think Eddie has or had it, and I think he got confused because he said it was oh no, it's right there. Sky Sweeper. See what I'm saying? Then you got the Smoke Screen Transport, which is right there. Then you have the Desert Coyote. I know I have that. It comes with double clutch. I think it's up there somewhere. Or maybe I don't have it and I thought I did. I don't know. I got to really go through all this stuff. Then the Cobra Venom Cycle. I know I don't have that. The Battle Blitz. I believe I do it. Yep, I'm looking at it. It's right there. Then you have Cobra Treadfire. I believe I definitely have that. I know I have that. I'm going to look for it, but I know I have it. Then the Cobra Venom Cycle I don't have. Cobra Treadfire, there's two of them. I have that gray one. I know that for a fact. I'm looking right at it. So I think I have the gray and the crimson one. Missile Storm Copper. Nope. So this is everywhere. Gun Station I don't have. Wave Crusher I have. Road Rebel, I know I have that. Yep, it's right there. Battle Blitz. Okay, I don't know which one of these. Action Pack Footlocker. Definitely don't have. Air Assault. I believe I have a couple of those. Then you go into figures again. So I do have this Tamox and Zaymot. I mean, the book is nice as far as description goes, but it's really shitty because they don't give you a year. I'm looking and I don't find a year at all. It just gives you the number, like, you know, number like Tamox and Zaymot would be number 271 and 272. But it doesn't show you like the year, which is really fucking stupid. I mean, it's like these G.I. Joe books. It's like I think sometimes these people just get so caught up they don't know what the fuck they're doing. The Cobra Rattler, I do need that one. The Sand Razor comes with Dusty. Do I have that? No, I don't have the Sand Razor. The Cobra Hiss 4. Yep, I have that one. Then a Night Attack Chopper I also have. The Brawler. That's a... Oh, it's right there. I'm about to say that's a big bad boy. See what I'm saying? It's right here in my face, and I don't even know I have it. You can't see it because of the way my camera is, but it's sitting right there. Destro's Denominator. I have 2 of them. I almost said I didn't have that. Cobra Fang 3. Pretty sure I don't have that. Nope. Cobra's Mantis Sub. I know I don't have that. Rock Slide. I definitely have. Assault Quad. I know I have that. Then you go back to then you go to these other figures. I mean, the description is really, really good, but I don't like the fact that they don't have years. That's so fucking stupid. Then they got these numbers, but the numbers, I mean, who gives a fuck about numbers? If you're gonna put a number, put the year. And of course, you got the headquarters. So you got G.I. Joe versus Cobra, 2002 to 2003. So I'm okay. So maybe that's it. Maybe that's how they're doing it. Let me see if I can find another page that splits. Yep. Okay. So I was wrong. Okay. G.I. Joe versus Joe versus Cobra Spy Troops introduction 2003. So I'm okay. So that's how they're doing it. So okay, I was wrong. Listen, you can't be right all the time, and when you are wrong, admit it. You know, because at the end of the day, you're only human. I do want to look just to make sure. Oh, they got the Crimson Command Copter. You know how many times I've seen this Grizzly tank right here? And I mean, thrifting. I must have came across this thing 15 times. Not all of them were complete, but at least 15 times over the course of the last 3 to 4 years. All the time. Now, you can't find it. And the Crimson Command Copter, I need that. Know that for a fact. Conquest of Cobra Mountain, I definitely need that. The Conquest X30, I may need that one because I think they made a couple of them. And okay, so you got Vala versus Venom 2004 to 2005. Okay, so there you go. And then they came back out with this again, Mobile Command Center. Looks exactly like the original. So let's see. All right, so I guess I was wrong. So they didn't put a year next to everything. They just basically start off an introduction to this and that. And I guess once you get to the other one, it would be whatever. Then it says Build to Rule 2003 to 2005. That is kind of stupid though. But I guess they just do each, like I guess Joe versus Cobra and then this and that. And it's funny because I was supposed to have been on my way. I was going to take a shower and get dressed and go to Columbus Flea Market. But I woke up, it was like 7 o'clock in the morning, which is crazy. If it was like 6, I would have went. But at 7, by the time I get there, it's going to be like 8:30. 8:30. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I didn't go. And then I have this book. I think I have 2 of these. I think I have 3rd edition and another one somewhere. I know I have 2 of these because I got the hard book and then I have the soft book somewhere here, but I know I have it. Then I have that real big, heavy, giant one that I also got from that G.I. Joe show in Cherry Hill that me, Alex, and Eric went to. So, yeah, to that. And then, speaking of the Duvel, I got this huge behemoth of a tub full of 25th with some 30th and 50th anniversary stuff in it. And just like the Creole G.I. Joes, I did pick those up for somebody, but they didn't want them. So I kind of got stuck with them. But, you know, it's not like the person asked me to get it. I just got it, and I was gonna surprise him with it, but you know, he decided he didn't want them anymore, so it's all good. And again, it's not like he asked me to or whatever. I just did it to do it, but he decided last minute that he didn't want to get into that. So whatever. And this here is a nice size bin. Technically, I'm not even supposed to be lifting this kind of shit. I'm supposed to be waiting at least a couple of weeks to a month before I be lifting anything over 30 pounds. Well, I've been stopped that. So let's see. So we got the Conquest X30. We got a G.I. Joe Vamp here. And the thing is, the 25th, 50th, and 30th anniversary shit would take up this whole room by itself. So that's why I was contemplating, or maybe just getting some of the old guys. I haven't really thought about it. I mean, I got tons of shit in here, figures and whatnot. I think I just saw Deep Six, right? Yep, Deep Six. Then you got like Heat Vipers. Then in here you got an Elite Trooper, the Iron Grenadier Trooper. I mean, got a couple of Dreadnoks. Of course, my boy Outback. If I was to keep a couple of them, he would definitely be one of them, obviously. Then you have the Star Brigade. You know, is that Star Brigade or whatever trooper? Yeah, Star Brigade. Still Brigade. And you got a couple of these Cobra Vipers. Cobra Hiss Driver. I'm guessing he's in here. There's another one. And here we got a Cobra Eel. Snow Serpent. If I can grab him. Beachhead, I believe. Another Iron Grenadier. Might be the same one. Then we got the Lamprey Driver, or whatever the fuck you call it. And we got, of course, Serpentor's Chariot with a whole bunch of dope ass detail. And the actual mouth actually articulates. And they give you some better detailing on the inside. And this I command. Another Viper. Then we got Iron Grenadier Destro, my dear Cobra Commander. Destro! Commander. Here's the Pentor. And this I command. So I know somebody that does want some of these figures and stuff, but I still haven't decided on if I'm gonna keep them or not. You know, to be honest, I got a huge bag of stuff in here. I don't even know what's in there, because I just been getting a lot of this stuff and just dumping it in here. I'll pick up some thrifting and in the flea market. Like, you know, here's a Destro still in his blister. I don't want to move the Conquest X30 because I know it's going to be difficult to put all this shit back in here. And who's this? Another Serpentor. So I might go through this and see what's the extras, and I'll probably put some to the side. And whatever's extras I keep, whatever's not I won't, except the Army Builders. Here you got a Cobra Frogman, which is another eel. I think that's 30th or 50th anniversary. Then here we have another Iron Grenadier, but we got the Officer. He comes with purple. Purple is color for Regal. Another Iron Grenadier. Then we got my main man, Iceberg. 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 I like saying Boyd. Iceberg. Steven Spielberg. I had a friend of mine who used to talk like that. Spielberg. Boyd. Oh my god, I used to fuck with him and he hated it. Like, stop fucking doing that. I'm like, yo, man, you like Steven Spielberg's movies, right? He's like, yeah. Until he catch on, he's like, you fucking piece of shit. Here we got Cobra Viper. I think that's 50th anniversary. Yeah, I ain't gonna front, man. Eddie was right, man. You know, 50th do be having some dope ass shit. But of course, I was so caught on like with the 82 to 94 guys. Then here you got Captain Ace. Then here we got another Cobra Fogman. He's a different colorway. Probably 30th. Got another Lamprey Trooper, different color, Assault Trooper. And of course you got the Battle Armor Cobra Commander with hood that comes off. Another Iron Grenadier. You got my main man Toll Booth. Get the hell off my bridge layer. We got an ice fight, ice vehicle, Ice Wolf. Some more Cobra Vipers. So yeah, I just made my mind up. I don't know where the hell I'm gonna put them, but outside of, I mean, I may keep 4 or 5 of the build of the troop builders, and then whatever else I would get rid of. I had this up here for a minute because I've been wanting to do this video. I had Isaiah bring this stuff up a couple of days, I think last week. We got the Cobra, his driver with his tank. I know some of this stuff I got from this dude. I forgot his name already. I think his name is John or something like that. Down in Englishtown flea market. He gave me a great steal on a lot of this stuff. We have another Cobra Frogman, another Viper. Of course, the ones everybody loves, the Cobra Bat. Hope I got a couple of those. We got, oh shit, I didn't even know I got Rock Viper. Oh man, more Iron Grenadiers. You know, let me see if I can get to this bag. I got a couple of big ass bags full of stuff. Shit, I forgot. Look at this. So I'm gonna have to get on the floor and mess around with this stuff and figure out what's right, what's right. And we got here Snow Job. What a name, right? Sound like an Alaskan hooker giving somebody a special kind of fellatio. I'm just gonna say it nice. Oh man, we got a couple of the Battle Force 2000 guys. We got Avalanche, and I don't think I got all of them. I think it's probably 6 or 7 of them. We got Blocker, some more Iron Grenadiers, and we got this huge bag. Let's see if I can grab it. Look at this, another bag full of crap. These are all Crimson guys. Crimson Guard. So what's this thing? Why is this in there? Five Nights at Freddy. Actually, what's in here? I don't know where I got this from. So we got Scarlet. Looks like we got Snake Eyes, version 2 Storm Shadow. We got a nice looking C-3PO. Looks like from episode 1 or 2 when Anakin was building him. Got Bazooka, Azartan. So see, all the time I've been up here right now, I could have been halfway down there. So you guys better appreciate this. But you know, like they say, you can't miss, you can't want what you can't see, and you can't miss what you're not there for, right? So this is a nice bin of 25th anniversary. The 25th up to 50th, because there's some, I think there's some 30 in here as well. I mean, there's a decent amount of vehicles in here. At least I think 5 or 7. And yeah, there's a nice amount of Joes in here too. It might be a cutoff, man. I may just keep the ones I have on this wall that's blister packed, and I might get rid of these, or I might keep them and get rid of some. I don't know yet. Cause I don't even think I'm gonna have enough room for the stuff I need to complete the 96 to '06. So you know what I mean? But the first thing I'm gonna do before I decide is I'm gonna put all the figures on the floor. I might do that as this video is loading, to be honest, just to get this shit out the way. And then I'll take it from there. Don't mind me, y'all. I'm thinking and I'm looking. Trying to figure out something. But I think I make my mind up with the Dukes of Hazzard and the A-Team stuff. I think those guys I'm gonna get rid of. The 3 3/4 A-Team for sure, because they don't look anything. They don't have the colors and stuff of the whatchamacallit. So there's a good chance I may take that A-Team helicopter down and get rid of that as well. So yeah, I might just get a bin, bring a bin up here, and just put some stuff here. Because I also have that huge remote control General Lee that I picked up from Monster Bill for $100. So he gave it to me for what he paid for it, and I might get rid of that with the Dukes of Hazzard stuff, or I may keep. I don't know yet. Maybe I might just keep the Dukes of Hazzard shit and get rid of the 3 3/4 A-Team stuff, or I might just get rid of that and the Dukes of Hazzard stuff. I haven't thought about it yet. So yeah, I'm not too sure. As far as robots and stuff go, I did get rid of. I mean, there's some other ones here. They're all different. They're all kind of weird and shit like that. But a lot of these guys are like $300-400. So I don't have to get rid of any of them, but I would like that space. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 here, but I can definitely put these Chikogan robots somewhere along with this Voltron, and I can probably make another shelf out of this area and put stuff there, which I may do. Because I was actually contemplating on getting rid of my quarter scale. I got some quarter scale NECA stuff. The only ones I may keep is that Art of Solemn Bruce Lee and the Muhammad Ali. And this Darth Maul, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna come across Ray Park again, and if I do, I'll have him sign that. But I do have like the Jason, the Freddy. I think I may or may not have Michael Myers, and I think I have the '89 Batman along with the Christian Bale Batman and Catwoman, Michelle Pfeiffer, and I have the boxes. So I may just put them back in the boxes, take them to the market, sell them for like $70, $60-70. You know, I may just do that, and then I might take these guys and put these guys back on the stairs where they were, because I can definitely make some more room here. I mean, this shelf, this one will have to stay, because of the big robots. But this bottom one, I can definitely put another shelf here. So what I can do is, I may be able to take these robots and put them on the bottom shelf, then put another one here, and then and then put the G.I. Joes. I don't know yet, but that would be a good thing. Like I got guys like this. Like these are expensive though, but I don't need them. You know what I mean? Like I got guys like him. I got these from Lev out of a bin. So like guys like this, they were I forgot what it was, but they were in a bin like early last year. I think like November of 2024 or 23 or some shit like that. Yeah, so these ones are like a couple of $100 man. I was hoping I saw more. If I saw more, I would have grabbed so many, but didn't see them. And me and my son picked up our car's Squid Game from Lev. I paid him back in I think December or something like that, November or December. But it was gonna be a couple of months before it got here, and then Trump with the tariffs. Don't get me wrong, I'm not regretting voting for Trump because I still think he's way better than what happened in the last 4 years. Let alone, I didn't want Kahora Harris in office. There's a lot of things that he's doing that I don't agree with, but there's things that happen in my own house that I don't agree with. So, it's just part of human nature, and we all have to suffer and gain on all types of consequences, positive and negative. So it is what it is. But yeah, I have a couple of Robotech figures here that contemplating. I have two Migos. I have a Migo, Isaac from Love Boat, the Love Boat. Then we have the Sarge from Chips. So I'm thinking about I think I'm gonna get rid of those two. May get rid of the Robotech guys. I might put them in the other room with the other robots I have. I haven't thought about it yet. Bionic 6, I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 8 of them. So I am missing, because they're all numbered. Well, they're all supposed to be numbered, right? Or they just all have 6 on it. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm missing 2 of the good guys, because that's why they call it Bionic 6. There's 6 of them. And I have 4. So I have 4 and 4. So I have 4 bad guys and 4 good guys from Bionic 6. And the reason why I kept them, because some of them do have some paint chips in it, but it's very hard to, unless you get it right off a card, it's very hard to get these guys in the condition that they're in, to be honest. That's why I kept them. A couple of them I did get on Whatnot. Some I think I got in a while. Maybe 1 or 2 out of a storage unit or in a while, something like that. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna take my at least the robots or something and put them downstairs by the, I'm gonna do something in that area. I may get rid of that big Chucky because I'm not really a horror. I mean, I like horror movies. I like the old ones, but I'm not really a horror fan like that. You know what I'm saying? So I may just, go to get rid of a lot of that shit. You know what I mean? So, because I have that big ass tweeter head or something Chucky, but it's the first one that comes with extra shit. So I may go ahead and get rid of that. I have the custom Chucky that I got from my boy, God rest his soul, Louis Lou. I customized that myself, and being that he did gift that to me, that piece I may just keep just because it was a gift. Everything else I think I am going to get rid of because I'm not really, a fan of, you know what I mean? Like I'm really trying to stand clear of new toys because the toy market is so fucked up right now. It's like everybody and their grandmother can get all this shit. Almost every toy show and event you go to, everybody has a lot of the same shit. It's not that, I mean, everybody has all this shit, but it's easier to come across the newer shit than the old stuff. And it's like, I just want to get rid of it. You know what I mean? Can I put all this stuff downstairs in my basement again and, just start redoing? I mean, restocking again. That's not my plan. Because I think this year or next year, my wife wants to do the basement. She already made her mind up. And even though I'm against it, her mind is made up. And I'm going to tell you, if you're a married man, her mind is your mind and your mind is her mind. No, actually, her mind is her mind and your mind is her mind. So that's just the way it is. If you guys caught that. So, like they say, happy wife, happy life, man. You don't want to stay outside and be a gnome? You better make sure she's happy at home. See? I just made that motherfucker up, so it's copyrighted right now at 1:03. Oh, I fucked up. I was gonna say 1:03 a.m. and I'm like, that's the clock down time of my videos. Oh, I'm fucking retarded. So yeah, man. So yep. I was thinking about maybe these are expensive, but maybe something like this I'd probably get rid of. Then you got this guy. I got this from Eros and Freddy, I think that's their name. When I was going back and forth to the Rahway, what do you call that when people do shit at their house? The house sale or whatever. I looked this up. This is pretty expensive, so I may go ahead and just, you know, what I mean, this comes with this, and if I don't break it, and this. I gotta put that arm back on them anyway. Excuse me. I am missing some stuff to complete that. But let me put this. I wonder how it fell off. I mean, how it came off, actually. Just, my Voltron Carbot, his arm came off. I don't know how. It came off from back here. Maybe something weight from another figure or something must have popped it off. But I have OCD, so let me. Great, you don't want to go back in. There it is. I have two of those. One does have a chest plane that has a little crack here, so I'm only holding. I mean, it drives me fucking nuts. But I'm pretty sure sooner or later I'll come across just that chest piece, and when I do, I will buy it just so I can switch it out because it's driving me nuts. So I have a couple of the Lionbot Voltrons. Lionbot Voltron, defender of the universe. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not like a huge robot guy like a lot of the Asians and so many other people, but I mean, I love Voltron. I mean, Voltron, I love. Come on, man. How you don't like that? That shit is off the cheese. Hey, yay, yay. So, yeah, man. I got some robot guys here. There's a couple of guys that I probably wouldn't mind get rid of, but they're so fucking expensive that I'll be a fool to get rid of them. So, yeah. So, I guess that's that. I'll just keep those just because they are hard to find and come by. Not really hard to find and come by, but pricey. Yep. But I would love to put G.I. Joes all around here, but will I sacrifice these robots for 25th anniversary G.I. Joes? I'll be a fucking fool, regardless of how much I like G.I. Joes. But you never know. I might just get there, man. So yeah, man. So I think the 18 van, I think the 5.5 inch stuff I'm gonna keep because I do love the Michael Knight and Knight Rider. Come on, kid, buddy. Michael. So I'm definitely gonna keep that because that's nostalgic. I'm gonna keep the 5.5 inch A-Team guys just because they are dressed exactly how they were in a TV show, and I do have the van, or at least one of the vans. I don't know which van this is, but I swear there was another one for those guys. So the 3 3/4 guys I'm gonna get rid of. The Dukes of Hazzard stuff, haven't thought about it yet. I mean, I'm more leaning toward getting rid of them than not. And then I do have that Mork and Mindy, Robin Williams figure in the egg. I may get rid of that as well. The Street Fighter 6-inch figures, I do have those. I forgot to talk to my boy Tony, see if he's interested in those. Because I think he did ask me about them before, and I was like, nah, I'm not getting rid of them because I have them next to the statue Jerry Macaluso from Pop Culture Shock. He was the owner of Pop Culture Shock. Come to find out, I found out in New York Comic Con this past October or whatever the fuck month it was, that he sold the company, that he no longer runs the company, but it still was a gift. So, but I may sell it. If I do sell it, my cousin Russell will be the first one I'd sell it to, just cause he loves Akuma, and if I am gonna give it to somebody, I'd rather give it to him because I can always get it back from him, and I know he's gonna take care of it. So I may go ahead and I may actually sell that to him and the street. Well, no, I did promise Tony the Street Fighter figures first because he asked me like fucking like 2 years ago. So he's gonna get first dibs on that. But the Akuma, what's it called? I'll probably sell it to my cousin Russell because it is dope as hell. He's a huge Street Fighter fan like me, and I can't do much with that top space, but I can find something to do with it. So yeah, because I really need to start winding down, and I do want to pick up some of the Masterpiece Transformers to go along with the newer G.I. Joe stuff. Like, you know, I have Optimus. Oh yeah, you can see him, Optimus and Megatron up there, and I don't really care if they bootleg or not because they only gonna. I only want some of them. Like I want Bumblebee. I want some of the original guys. I don't need Devastator and all of them. Just some of the like the Seek. I wouldn't mind all 5 of the Seekers. Soundwave, Shockwave, Wheeljack, like a lot of the original guys that was normally on a show. Those are the ones I really, really want. Yeah, I don't need the whole fucking world of them. I am still collecting Mass Crusaders, something. So, Secret Raiders. I'm probably fucking the song up outside of me not being able to sing. But to me, it sounds just like the fucking theme song. So shut the fuck up and leave me alone, y'all. So yeah, I am going to do that. So I'll probably be going to Home Depot. Brain fart. Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave these guys right where the fuck they are. And I'm just going to use these 2 bottom shelves. I'll get another one and just put the figures somewhere here, and then I'll put some of the vehicles there because it's long enough. So these guys are gonna go out in my staircase, and the stuff that I have in the staircase is going to be sold because I don't need it. I don't need it. So yeah. So these Chikogans I'll put downstairs. Have them displayed that way, so when you're going up and down the stairs, you can see them. They look nice here too, because I only need 1 to complete them. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I may even take this Voltron and this other one to whatever the hell it is, and I might put them downstairs as well, or I might just keep them there because they ain't bothering nobody. But yeah, that's my plan. So again, I really need to start figuring out what the hell I'm doing. Because this year I really need to start winding down. And the thing is, with all the money I spend on this, I could have had gotten everything from the 82 to 94 line. When I say everything, I mean all the main line, guys. I'm not talking about convention pieces. I'm just talking about all the main line. I'm talking about the Sky Patrol vehicles I need, other Night Force vehicles I need, and things of that nature. Because I really need to start concentrating on that. But I've been spending a lot of time and a lot of money on this. And the thing is, if I decide to get rid of this now, I'm not going to make nowhere near what I already got into this stuff. So it's more like a continuation of the 82 to 94 guys. So I figure if I got 82 to 94, I might as well go off. Because if I ever do sell this, I'm only going to be able to get rid of this if I get rid of the 82 to 94 stuff. I'm not going to make nowhere near what I already got into this line. I know that for a fact. Some of these things are anywhere from a couple of hundred, but not all of them. And again, it's not about me buying it. You know, like I'm getting to the point now where I just want to buy shit that I really, really like, enjoy. And it'll just be something that's going to sit here, and the only irritation I'm going to have is just, you know, okay, now I got to dust all this shit off. That's it. I'm getting to the point now where I don't want to buy as an investment to make money on, because you're not going to make money on this stuff. And I got to illustrate that to a lot of people out there. If you guys really think you're going to buy any collectible to make money on, you're delusional. Because is there money in this? Yes. But is it like a nice investment like Bitcoin or Ethereum or fucking gold and silver? No. And you're a delusional moron if you think so. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just calling the shit for what it is. No. Can you make money on this stuff? Yes. But but almost like whatnot, or you going to a toy show you're better off at a convention, but most GI Joe conventions, this stuff is not gonna move. That's why I got a lot of this stuff for good deals. Cause not everybody wants it. The only time you're gonna get rid of, I mean, yeah, I could probably sell all this at one time. And hey, I got a whole bunch of GI Joe shit, but then most places are gonna be like, okay, well, it's not the original, it's not the 82 to 94 stuff. So what do you want for it? Or, you know what I mean? That's just the way it is. So it's like I'm buying this stuff as a continuation to my 82 94 stuff. Will it add additional value to my 82 94 stuff? No. I mean, as a collector, yes. To somebody that might just hit, fuck it, I'll buy it. I mean, hey, the guy got 82. To a guy or a business person that has a huge store, like somebody like Ryan from Toy Federation. You know, you take the ride. I mean, you know, with everything I have, it wouldn't make sense to load all this stuff in the truck or a trailer and take it down to him and make a deal. Yes, but to your average Joe, most people who have comic shops, I don't have the room for that. And normally when they say they don't have the room, they really tell you that no, not only do I not have the room, but I don't have the money for it. And if I got $100 and something thousand in this stuff, they're gonna offer you like 20 or 30. They're not gonna offer you not even half or even 40% of $100,000. Of course, there's way more than $100,000 in just the other room. Is that in here? No. To be honest, there's probably about, outside of the stuff that's signed, like everything that's on that top. Everything that's on that top shelf. I wouldn't include that, but everything else in here is GI Joe related. I'd probably say it's probably about $6,000 here, maybe, and that's on what they go for. That's not even including what a store's, because a store's not gonna offer you $6,000 for this shit. They're not. Well, how they gonna make money? How they gonna stay in business? So if there's about $6,000, and I think I'm over exaggerated by saying that. How much money I got into all this? Whew. I probably got that. I probably got that or very close to it. Or hell, I won't be shocked if I have over that. But sometimes it's not about what eBay says shit is. It's about you and what you like. And I've always known that, but I'm very indecisive with collectibles just because I buy what I like at that moment, and I'm trying to get myself out of that to go back to the nostalgic shit that I love and just stick with that and just move forward to completing all that, so that way whatever I get is just gravy. Whatever I buy now is this and that, because you know what you want and what you need is two different things. You need a roof over your head, you need clothes on your back, you need to take showers, you need food, you need nourishment, you need rest, and you need to keep yourself alive, and you know you need your children in your life, and your children need you. I want a car, I want a motorcycle, I want a trailer, I want a truck, I want a home. And because I wanted it so bad, I got it all. But there's a difference between wanting and needing. You know what I'm saying? I need my family, I need life, I need nutrition and stuff like that. I want a car, I want a house, so I got it. So again, that's the difference between wanting and needing. So I want all this. I don't need any of this shit. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I got shit all over the place. So I am going to be getting rid of a lot. I'm going to be taking a lot of shit downstairs in the next day or two and start contemplating on what I'm going to do. And when but all my stuff I have here, I'm not going to take to the flea market this week, and I'm going to hold off because I don't want to mix my good shit with other stuff that I have purchased and got. So I want to get rid of that stuff first and then overgo it and things of that nature. I like right now I'm looking at a Stormtrooper helmet from New Hope. I got it in a box, and I have another helmet down here. So I'll probably open that one up and just see how it looks, and then decide if I'm because I don't really need that. I do have a Luke Skywalker one. Next time Mark Hamill's at a show, I know he charges $300 for autographs, but I'll still get an autograph because it's like a $150, $200 helmet anyway. His X-Wing pilot helmet that I picked up thrifting. This kid, I forgot his name. I think his name is Randy or Ricky. He was a Filipino kid. He used to go to Red, White, and Blue. He was kind of annoying. as a new guy, but he let me have that helmet because he tried to tell me that it wasn't Luke Skywalker's helmet. Don't listen. Just because I'm a G.I. Joe Transformer guy, don't quote me on a lot of toys because I'd probably have more information about it than you do. And evidently, I guess he thought because he was Asian that he knew about robots and he knew about Star Wars shit. And he was wrong on both occasions. Listen, I know I'm an old guy, but maybe because of my age, just I have the experience of knowing shit. But a lot of these guys think because they got the phone next to them, like I don't know shit about cards, any cards. I don't give a fuck if it's Marvel, DC, Pokemon, Magic. I don't know nothing about cards at all, and I don't know shit about Pokemon. Don't quiz me or talk to me about old vintage video games. When you start thinking of Nintendo 64, GameCube to 85 or even 83 shit, don't go there. Don't. Now when you're talking about like PS3 and newer, yeah, you got that. When it comes to Pokemon games, yeah, you got that. When it comes to any kind of cards, sports or whatever, you got that. But when it comes to G.I. Joe, Transformers, most of these toy lines that I'm big into, and Star Wars stuff, keep your mouth shut because you're going to embarrass yourself. When it comes to guns, knives, swords, jewelry, coins, keep your mouth shut because you're going to get embarrassed. When it comes to comic books, I don't know about these new ones, but when it comes to anything from like, I say from 1965 to about 2000, keep your mouth shut because you're going to be embarrassed. Yeah, I know my shit. When it comes to Hot Toys, Sideshow, Prime 1, XM, I don't have a lot of XM on Prime 1. Keep your mouth shut. You may be embarrassed. I know that stuff. I look it up. I know that shit. I may not collect it all, but I know it. When it comes to Hot Toys, my knowledge is bananas on Hot Toys. Even the newer shit that's out. I mean, I've been collecting Hot Toys when the only person you can get that shit from was a guy named Dave. A guy named Dave from Canada. Because he had a big store. He had a huge, with China. And he was the only person that you can get it from. This is way before Sideshow starts selling them. So if anybody know they shit and know Hot Toys, you know exactly who and what the fuck I'm talking about. And like I said, again, the only person before everybody started getting it and before Sideshow became the main distributor for it, a guy named Dave out of Canada was the only person you can get Hot Toys from. And this was back when they were going for $50, $60. Because they came in kits. Like they did a lot of the Aliens and they did the Predator stuff. They start with Aliens and Predators. They you knew what it was because it was a nice size box. They were all elongated boxes and they all came with a flap with holographic shiny metallic looking artwork on it, and you had to snap all the pieces together. This is like a lot of the Aliens, Ripley. When I say aliens, I mean the whole Space Marine crew, to the aliens themselves and the Predators that they had. And they were like around $70-$80. And because of the popularity and, when a lot of places couldn't get them or didn't have them, they were going for around $150, $200. This was back in 07, 08. Because they came out in like 05, 04. So, again, like I said, keep your mouth shut because you may be embarrassed. I know my shit, man. But yeah, so moving on. As far as my turtle, I have like this one wall that separates. You can tell when they built this. I think it was one big open area that was still 2 bedrooms. I don't know, but whatever. That one little area right there, I have like my original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shrine. I got some pictures signed by Ernie Reyes and I forgot her name already. The one who played April O'Neil. I met them a year before last, and I got a CGC'd, and I got some of their stuff signed as well. Then I have some turtle stuff. It just looks really dope where it is, and it's just right there, so that's why I'm keeping that stuff. Even though it's all NECA. I do have NECA gargoyles downstairs. I still haven't contemplated if I'm going to keep them or not. I do love it, but then again, I love Pirates of Dark Water just as much, and I sold my Pirates of Dark Water figures. I had to meet up with Scottish Mike to give him the cards for him. So I do have the cards for them. I have to give those to him because I was looking for them and they were up here the whole time. So yeah, hopefully he still has them. And yeah, you know what I mean. I'm not gonna sell them to him because I already sold him the figures. It wouldn't be right to sell them to him. And actually, I should call him. Actually, let me call him now. What time is it? It's actually 8:49. You know what? Nah, I'll call him later. It's not that important. So everything I have downstairs, I'm just gonna put these guys back there. They look good here. And they'll be out the way, but I won't mind having them up on the steps. You know, I think that look pretty dope. At one time, I was thinking about getting rid of my my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle wall, but yeah, I have a poster, and the poster has is signed and has a certificate of authenticity from Ernie Reyes Jr. along with I forgot her name again. The chick that played April O'Neil, something Hulks. I forgot her first name. So I have 8x10 from both of them signed and certified, and they both signed the poster and got it certified. And then I have like some of the turtle stuff as well. So you know, I do love the that movie, and I do have the neck quarter scale, all 4 turtles, and I even have the shredder. So I'm gonna keep that just like a turtle shrine. I don't need every fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle on Earth. I do want to get the Casey Jones. I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but that's why I'm just trying to find him by himself, because like the space I have is very limited there. So I need to do something with that. Call it a day. I might try to get Tatsu as well, just because it's Tatsu, and he is part of that line. So yeah. So yeah, that's my plan. My plan is to have my office is like my later G.I. Joe line, and then like have like this one corner here. When I do a room tour, you guys are gonna see the Star Wars stuff I do have. So I do have that stuff here. I mean, yeah, I could take this stuff back downstairs and find somewhere else to put it, and then put the 25th anniversary and other Joe stuff there. But I do have that dedicated just for that area, and that's gonna stay there. Again, this stuff is dedicated, so I may just go to Home Depot. I can actually do it right in half here. I can do that, like right around here. So I'll just have to go get 2 more hooks and 1 more piece of you know, shelving wood, and that should be like maybe $50, something like that, and call it a day. And then put these down on the steps. So yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave these 3 shelves there, and I'm just gonna, you know, use this stuff here, and again decide on what stuff I'm gonna get rid of here. So as far as G.I. Joes and certain Transformers stuff, I am still collecting masks. I'm not that far off from getting all the mask stuff that I need. I am missing some stuff to complete them, but sooner or later I'll get them. It was a slow year for 2024. I think I only got 1 piece. For 2025, it was even slower. But toward the end, I think I got like 2 or 3 pieces for this year, maybe even 4. So hopefully for 2025, I'll finish that off. And I'd say by the end of this year, I would like to have at least more majority. It's gonna be a lot, like just like I said with the Mold 2 stuff. I think I'm gonna be close to completing the 96 to 06 G.I. Joe line than I am to the 82 to 94 line. That I could damn near guarantee. And the longer I wait on these aren't really going up in price. So that's a good thing. The good thing about it is they're not really that expensive. The bad thing is there are some that is even more expensive than the original line. So I got weigh all that out. But it's going to be 9 o'clock, and I'm going back to the warehouse because I'm going to put some stuff to the side. I was there yesterday, me and my son. We went and picked up our set of the Cars Squid Game two piece. One is color, one is I think black and gray or something like that. So you know, we had to wait over 3 months, but we got it. So he went to do that, and I know he didn't want to stay there all day. So I'll probably go there and chill out with Matt, look around a little bit, see what else I might want to pick up or whatnot, because it looks like there's not really much going on as far as storage units go. I'm over here looking at my wound right now, so if I'm looking down, my apologies. It still hurts. It's still healing, and keep in mind it's in your genitalia area. I mean, it's literally like right. If you think of your pelvis, your pelvic bone and your pelvis, think of like where your pelvis and your thigh, like where your hip and everything starts at. So imagine your right testicle, like literally about maybe an inch or so down, and then like a little over an inch and a half to that hip line. I mean, to your hip. Yeah, well, to your hip and crotch line. And imagine about this much, like this long, and probably about a little over an inch deep. They had to cut that open. And so imagine, so you got it's not on it, it's actually in. You know what I mean? Like, it's not only in the inside of your flesh, but like on the side of like where you're, like between your testicles and your scrotum, like your anus area. So yeah. And anybody knows any kind of fighting in the human anatomy, that is a pressure point, a very deadly and harsh pressure point, like between your scrotum and right before your anus and that area. That is a real horrific pressure point. So yeah, so imagine like right to the right of it, like a little over an inch to the right of it, they had to cut that open, like right where your pelvic and your thigh line connects. Oh yeah. Anybody knows, and you should, whether you're a man and or a woman, but especially a man, that whole area, from your belly button down, all the way to like a little past your anus, that whole circular area is a no-no spot. And that is a very painful, sensitive spot. So imagine, not only that they can't staple it because of the human movement, and because how deep it is, that it has to heal from from inside out. It can't heal from you covering up, because it'll just create more bacteria and it'll get worse. Because of the area, and even if it wasn't, they couldn't staple it because of the motion and movement of the human body. Then on top of that, same thing with the stitching. You know what I mean? So it's a area that has to heal from inside out. So yeah, I'm gonna tell you. I mean, I wouldn't wish this shit. I wouldn't want this to happen to Kamala Harris and Joe Biden and Hunter Biden. That's how horrific and crazy this shit is, and that's saying beyond a lot. Yeah, I wouldn't wish this shit on child molester. Well, maybe, nah, definitely, yeah. Maybe even worse. Maybe that whole area being cut open. Maybe I went a little too far by saying that. Yeah, them definitely. But yeah, man, it's crazy. But yeah, I appreciate the talk. I've been up here talking for over an hour and a half. Hope you guys appreciate this. I am tired, and I just wanted to show this a little bit. And so yeah, I'm gonna go through this, and I'm definitely gonna look and see. Because if it's like regular main characters, I don't need 2 or 3 of the main characters. I'll get rid of those guys. But like if it's like army builders, I'll probably keep at least 4 or 5 of the army builder guys. And yeah, so I'm definitely gonna use this area, because I can make 2 shelves out of this area. And this stuff I could put in the hallway on my staircase area and utilize this area. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to figure out something with the Dukes of Hazzard stuff, because I may keep the Dukes of Hazzard guys. I may not. I'm not too sure. But whatever I do, I'm just going to... I'll probably bring a bin or 2 up here and decide that, because I have that big Dukes of Hazzard original remote control car, and you know, maybe I'll bring all that shit out to the market at a later day. I'm not gonna do that this weekend, because I have enough stuff to where I know I can make money, and I don't want to take away from that stuff by giving somebody this stuff. So yeah, Even the NECA stuff. I mean, I could take that out, but nah. It's all the stuff that I have in my truck now, I want people to concentrate on buying that, not concentrate on buying this stuff. So these guys I might just take downstairs and put them back in the boxes and later on bring them out and sell them. Anyway, y'all, thanks for watching. This video went way too long, man. Peace out and hair grease to you guys and goys out there. Thanks for watching.